Oh my goodness, I am back and I have got some fabulous things to show you. Hi guys, I've kind of felt guilty because I haven't done like a thrifting video or a haul video for, gosh, I feel like it's been a couple of weeks now. But today I was super inspired to get up early and hit some sales on the way to the store because I worked at the store today. And then afterwards I stopped by Mary's house to see what she had. But earlier in the week, I started with a trip to my local Goodwill store. I'm not a fanatic about Goodwill. I maybe go in there once every other week. Ooh, that lady looked like she was part of the display. That was a very fancy Halloween hat. So I did grab this enormous brass reindeer, and then I forgot to have them in the haul video at the end. But he is handsome. Lots of tchotchkes, and lately I have actually been attracted to owls. Either that or owls have been showing up in my vicinity. But I left the owls, but I did grab this beautiful little milk glass vase. So in the cart she goes. I was intrigued by this, but it was just a inexpensive, probably Marshalls or Home Goods piece. And she was kind of pretty. Cocktails, anyone? I thought this tray was really cool, except look how scratched up what it was in the bottom. And it wasn't vintage. It was also probably a Home Goods or a Marshalls piece. That is such a cool art glass vase, but they haven't really been selling at the store, so I left that one behind. But I did grab this. And I paid up for it. It was $8. But I really thought our stock of stoneware was low, so I grabbed it. I didn't grab this stained glass window though, and I kind of regret it. Because look how cool it is. That would be so cute in a kid's room. And this was kind of pretty, but it looked new. They are all ready for Thanksgiving. And maybe I should have picked some of those turkey platters up. But I did pick up this Mexican painted plate. that stoneware bowl, which is very farmhouse and very vintage. And it was priced at $3.99, so I couldn't resist. I also grabbed that cute little white pumpkin because it was also only $3.99, and I thought it would look really great as kind of a decor piece for displays. And this was super cool. So I think they buy a lot of like leftovers from Target because that looked like a Target piece. It was new and they wanted $249 though for it. So way over my budget. I looked and I looked and I looked at this. This is a sugar bowl and it looked very, very Victorian to me with that gold paint and the roses. But the sticker was not... I mean, it had a sticker on it, which makes it not Victorian. Still, it was really pretty. Look, I even picked it up again. Then I put it back. But I did nab these pastel pink wine glasses. There were 10 of them, and they were $12.99. Sorry, they didn't make it into the haul video either. Nowadays, I'm on the hunt for coffee cups. I only found one that day though. And I did look at this resin Sirocco wall hanging. I looked and I looked, and then I kind of looked at the comps as well. And in the end, I decided against it. And I also decided against these clocks, but now I'm regretting not picking up that lucite one with a ship on it. I think it's really unusual. Even that Seiko one that I have in my hand was really cool. As usual, I had to make a run through the linens, and I found that just one piece, which was that table runner. It isn't vintage, but it was cool enough for me to take home. So stay tuned for the haul video, which is coming up in just a second. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. Oh, I really thought these were cute, and I looked at them and looked at them, and I thought, wouldn't those be cute for somebody that was into cottagecore? And then I noticed they had some stains on them. So ultimately, I decided against them. So I do have a ton of stuff to show you, and well, let's just get started. So the first item I've actually had for a while, but I've never shown this to you. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. But it's this solid brass mortar and pestle. It is so heavy, unbelievably heavy. I wish I could put it online because I feel like I can easily get $200 for this, but because it is so heavy, I'm gonna go ahead and take it to the store, and I think I'll still price it at $185, but I don't think these are very common. I haven't actually even looked it up yet, but I will. But off the top of my head, I'm thinking $185. The next item I want to show you, I just really like this. I just think it's funky, it's cool. It's this black bag with kind of this gold lame front on it with a big lion right in the front as a medallion.
I just think it's the coolest thing. I'm always on the hunt for things, clothing and bags and purses and collectible items that are unusual. And so this just hit the spot. So I love it. I think it will go directly to the store. I think I'll price it at $35, and some stylish lady will probably pick it up and be super happy about it. So I have 2 of these. These are Bauer. They're not marked, but I recognize the bands. There's a big yellow one and a little creamer. They're both adorable. I think I will put these online. I don't know what these Bauer pictures are running for anymore. I haven't looked up the comps. I'm thinking probably 55 to 65 on that one, and probably 25 to 30 on this one. So super cute. I feel like this was really kind of a pottery, ceramic, stoneware type of haul, because next up is this piece of yellowware. It's an old mixing bowl. You know, I don't know how to explain how to tell when it's old. A lot of times it will only be partially glazed, or there won't be any glaze on it. You know, sometimes they're marked, a lot of times they're not. Older bowls tend to be actually lighter than newer bowls. Newer bowls tend to have like a big thickness all the way around. This one has a lip, which also tells me it's old. So it's a beautiful piece. I paid $3.99 at the Goodwill on this one. There is some kind of marking, but it could be the size of it. And I'm gonna put this one online, and I will put $30. I love that it's just a simple, even though it's called yellowware, it is white, or I should say, even though it's white, it's still yellowware. And it's just the type of clay that they use to make these. Again, these are very utilitarian bowls, so people use them every day to make bread, to make cakes, to serve things out of. And nowadays, I mean, it probably has lead in it, so I don't know if I would use it to cook or bake bread or make bread in, but they make amazing decorative pieces in a more rustic, more farmhouse type kitchen. Well, knock me over with a feather, because I never thought that this would happen, but we've actually done really well with coffee cups. And so now whenever I see a coffee cup that I think is cool and it's affordable, I mean, I don't know how affordable this was. I paid $4 for this particular coffee cup, and I will put $15 on it and I'll take it to the store. But I couldn't resist it with those like wheat shafts on it and that variegated like brown and sienna. It's totally on trend. I thought it was super cute, so I went ahead and made the investment because I know it'll sell for $15. Even though it's not marked, this is a very 70s style. I mean, nowadays I think they're probably remaking this kind of very muted tones, but still it feels very 70s to me. Next up for pottery is this cute little, I'm gonna call it more than likely a sugar bowl, and I think that's the lid that goes to it. It doesn't seem to quite fit, so and it does have a tiny chip, so I'll take it to the store and try to fix it up a little bit, and maybe just, maybe I'll just charge like $10. It's still super cute. No need to like toss this away when somebody can get it, use it for their sugar, right? Next up is this kind of tribal, Aztec-y, boho-ish, southwestern textile. It's a runner. It's a very, very long runner. So I absolutely loved the design. It's very tribal. Love the colors. I think it's perfect for this season. I paid $4.99. I think this one will go online, and I will put it at I'd say $30. You know, the other way that you can use beautiful runners like this is on the end of a bed. So anyways, I love this. I think I got a good deal on it, and I think it'll do well. Okay, the next piece of pottery is this great stoneware bowl. It's really big, and this was probably done in, who knows? It could be anywhere between the 70s and the 80s, but it was definitely done by an individual and not a company. There's a signature at the bottom. I love the size. I love the design in the middle. I think this one's totally food safe, and I'm gonna put $35 on this one. And what's interesting is, you know, for the longest time, I've said this in the past video, I would never pick up stoneware because I thought it was so common. Now that I'm looking for it, it doesn't come up very often. And when it does, it's definitely priced higher than what I remember them going for, which was, you know, $1, $2. They're definitely more expensive. Like this one, I paid $8 for it. I love this. I don't know what that is, but I love this kind of, maybe it's a leaf, but I think this is perfect, like to put on your counter and to put your utensils in. And I don't know, I felt like we sold so much stoneware that my shelf where I store it all was really bare at the store. So, you know, typically I wouldn't pay $8 for something like this, but I thought it was unusual enough. I'll put $30 on it and it'll go to the store. So I'm already thinking ahead. I know, don't, shut your ears if it's way too early for you, but I'm already thinking ahead, which is why I picked up these pillows. These are absolutely gorgeous. They're zippered on the back. They're not vintage, they're new, but I think they would be great for the holidays. They're wool, and I've seen these priced like they're pretty spendy pillows, like $45 to $55. But I happened to go to a clearance sale at an antique store that was shutting down, and I got them for 40% off. So I think I paid maybe like $32 for the set of them. And anyways, we like to decorate for each major season, and so I think they're going to look great in our next re-merchandising of the store. I love this next piece. So look at this really cool little vase planter. It's a little lady. It's a lady head, and she's got kind of her hair up in a bun in the back, and she's just so cute. I paid $3 for her. I think she's gonna look great with like pencils, or you could put your makeup brushes in her, or you could use her as a little planner for a sedum or a little cactus. I think she's just adorable. I'm gonna put her online, and I'm gonna put maybe like $32 on her, and I don't think she's gonna last long. Anytime I've had anything like this, it goes fast. I've been looking for something similar to this to buy wholesale to put in my store, and they're not cheap and they're not easy to find, even if you're buying them new. Okay, I only have one more item. It's super heavy. I picked this up when I went camping a couple of weeks ago. and I almost didn't get it because it was so big and so awkward. But it was only $5, and the reason I picked it up is because my sister, who lives in Boulder, Colorado, collects Coors, C-O-O-R-S. I can never pronounce it, but Coors, the beer the beer company used to make like ceramics, and they had all kinds of shapes and sizes. So she has something really similar to this, except it's wider, and wider as a WHITER, and it's made by Coors, and she has a little like garden in it with like cactuses and sedums. And anyways, so when I saw this, I thought that would just be an amazing planter, so I picked it up. I'm not going to list this online. This is going to go to the store, and I'll probably put like maybe $68-70 on it because it is really big. It is definitely vintage. I don't know what they used it for, but I think again it would make just a really great planter. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I have another haul video and another thrifting video for next week. I feel like I'm kind of like rested and refreshed and I'm ready to go. So if you get out and you get to go do some hunting and picking, I hope that the thrifting gods are with you and you find some fabulous stuff, and I will see you next week.